Ford didn't just update the Raptor, they changed its entire identity. For over a decade, the V8 versus EcoBoost debate has split the off-road world. But this new engine? This is Ford drawing a line in the sand. Because the question isn't why no V8 anymore. The real question is, what made Ford confident enough to replace it forever? And the answer begins deep inside the most advanced EcoBoost ever engineered for a desert truck. For years, the Raptor was defined by emotion. Big engines, big noise, big presence. But performance has entered a new era. Heat, emissions, and modern durability demands pushed Ford to rethink everything. The mission wasn't just efficiency. Ford wanted instant torque at any RPM, even in 110-degree desert heat, something the old powertrains simply couldn't survive. This is the biggest shift in the Raptor lineup since 2017, because now it's no longer about what's under the hood. It's about what that engine can endure. Now let's break down the heart of this new Raptor, because this is where Ford's engineering jumps to another level. Think of this engine as the old 3.5L V6, but rebuilt the way a Baja race team would build it. Same displacement, almost everything else redesigned. New high-boost turbos that spool faster and stay cooler. A larger, colder intake system feeding oversized intercoolers. Strengthened pistons and rods built for repeated high-load runs. A low-inertia rotating assembly that cuts lag and hits harder. If the old Raptor V6 was a gym-trained athlete, this one is a professional fighter, leaner, faster, and conditioned to hit full power over and over without giving up. And the numbers being whispered inside Ford are wild. Torque hitting earlier, and hitting harder than the outgoing motor. Ford's target is simple. V8 punch, twin-turbo consistency. Instant throttle. Reliable power. No fade. This is the question that split the community. Why walk away from the V8? On paper, it makes no sense. V8s sound better. They feel stronger. And for many fans, a Raptor without a V8 isn't a real Raptor. But here's the truth Ford won't say directly. They didn't ditch the V8 because they wanted to. They ditched it because they had no choice. Heat, efficiency, emissions. The three enemies of modern performance. A high-output V8 struggles during long desert runs. Temperatures spike. Power fades. Fuel economy collapses. And emissions laws get stricter every year. But here's where Ford found the solution. The new EcoBoost gives Ford something the V8 never could. Massive low RPM torque, flexible tuning, and durability in extreme heat. Emotion belongs to the V8, but engineering says the V6 is the future. And that's the debate the Raptor world is now facing. One of the Raptor's biggest weaknesses has always been heat fade. Push the old trucks hard at 110 dig and you'd lose 40 to 60 horsepower. Not because of tuning, but because the cooling system just couldn't keep up. Ford didn't just upgrade cooling, they rebuilt the entire system from scratch. Larger dual-pass intercooler, higher capacity electric water pump, redesigned airflow channels behind the grille, a more efficient turbo cooling loop built for constant boost. The old Raptor cooled itself like a fast street truck. The new one cools itself like a Baja race truck. And the result? Longer full power pulls, stronger repeat acceleration, and a Raptor that doesn't give up when the temperature climbs. Now let's talk about something every Raptor owner feels, the transmission. Ford didn't just upgrade it. This is the strongest Raptor transmission ever built. Period. Engineered to handle more torque than any Raptor drivetrain in history, even the V8 models. Ford reinforced the 10-speed with new clutch packs, stronger gears, and software that reacts almost twice as fast. Results: faster shifts, less heat, almost zero gear hunting. The moment you tap the paddles, the delay Raptors used to have gone. And the drivetrain upgrades don't stop there. The transfer case and front differential are stronger than ever, built for repeated desert abuse. This setup isn't just built for today's power. It's built for the power Ford hasn't revealed yet. So what does all this mean if you're a Raptor fan? 1. Power delivery transforms. Instant torque. Cleaner shifts. No lag. No hesitation. Just violent controlled acceleration. 2. Durability finally matches performance. This engine is built for desert heat. Long boost pulse. Heavy towing. Torture that destroys normal trucks. This is the closest Ford has come to a daily drivable Baja powertrain. 3. And finally, the identity of the Raptor is evolving. The V8 era built the legend. But this EcoBoost evolution? This is Ford preparing the Raptor for the next decade. Ford's real play: Build a powertrain that survives upcoming emissions laws, while still pulling harder than the outgoing V8. That's not just an upgrade. That's future-proof dominance. The Raptor isn't slowing down. It's entering its most powerful era yet. And that is the new heart of the Raptor. A smaller engine on paper, but in reality the most advanced, most heat-resistant, most torque-obsessed EcoBoost Ford has ever created. Now I want to hear from the real fans. Did Ford make the right call moving away from the V8? Or should the Raptor have stayed loyal to its roots? Drop your take in the comments. I read every one. If you love real performance, real engineering, and real facts, you're in the right place. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And in our next video, we're breaking down the turbo tech that might be hiding a secret high-output Raptor variant for 2027. I'm NextGen Wheels, and I'll see you in the next one.